Alright guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to replace your clutch slave master cylinder or clutch master cylinder. So let's start off by taking out the intake. So mine's an aftermarket intake. If you have one of these short rams, it's going to be 8 mil obviously and 8 mil. Stock intakes, there's going to be a bolt over here, here, and over here. It's going to be 10 millimeters and 8 millimeters to hold the box itself. So just take that out and you'll get room to access the slave cylinder, which is back onto the driver's side, just tucked away. You'll see it after. So let's take out my intake. You can disconnect your this is your intake air temperature. So just disconnect that. It's just a little prong here. You just push down and pull. Make sure you remove all your stuff so it doesn't fall. Now the next step is to go inside the car. Cut to the next one. It's also a good idea to remove your battery just in case anything happens. Just tuck that away. Alright, so for this next step, you're going to want to remove 2 panels underneath the driver's side steering column. There's going to be one right here, this little clip. Then one over there, pull that, and it comes down. So this has access to your fuse, as you can see, so put that aside. And you're also going to have another clip right here. Take that out. It comes out. Alright, so for the next step, you're going to want to take out this cotter pin right here. There's going to be 2, I believe that's a 10 mil. One here, one on the opposite side. Can't really see it. So I'm going to take this out to disengage the clutch pedal, and then we'll go on from there. Alright, so after you take out those bolts and you remove that cotter pin, next step you can be able to pull out the clutch master cylinder itself. So put your hand back there and pull it out. Alright, so once you slowly pull it out with some brute force, you can bend the line just a little bit, try not to damage it. And then we can work on taking out this connection there. Alright, so the next step, once you get it out, is to get a 17 millimeter wrench, hold on to bottom piece, and then you get a 10 millimeter flare wrench to crack the top. For me, I also took out this bottom clutch line because I'm going to be replacing that because mine was kind of worn. So all that is a 10 millimeter flare, and you can get that out with some heat if you would like. So now let's take this piece out. So I'm going to get a 17, grab my 10 millimeter flare wrench, and just crack it loose. spin it off, and I'm gonna grab my new line and we'll put it together. Okay, so this is my new clutch line. Just gonna be putting that in here. Put this the cylinder, just put it on the side. Make sure that this is going above the line. Rubber hose. And the same thing, just spin this on. And then tighten it with you can use a wrench now, or you can use your flare wrench. Just tighten it down. Once you get the bottom one start spinning, you're gonna want to go for that one last snug. So get 17 and just tighten it pretty snug until you feel confident. Pretty good. Alright. Well, before reconnecting the bottom piece, I'm gonna put everything through and we'll go from there. So this is the pretty hard part. You're just gonna want to align everything together. Make sure you put the middle piece in first into the bigger hole. Like so, and then you can play around with the bolts after. It would be nice if you have a friend inside so he could help you align it. So just play around with that, get that in, and you're halfway done. Okay, so after you played around with the positioning of that, just catch a few bolts, and then we will now connect the other piece of the clutch line, which is over here. So it is right here, it's just hanging. So just like how you took it off, we're just going to connect that into this flex line over here. Once again, get the flare wrench.